Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. Now, I've got work early tomorrow morning, so I'm not having a heavy one today, so I decided to go for a low alcohol cider. Which brand am I going for this time? Well, if you've known by the video title, it is Morrisons' take on their low alcohol cider. So, will this one be any better than the Tesco's one that I tried? Well, I'm sure I'll find out soon, but until then, I'm just going to go and get some details on Morrisons' low alcohol cider. Morrisons' low alcohol cider comes in 500ml bottles, which is the only way you can get it as well. Now the alcohol percentage, as it says right on the front there, is 1% in volume. Doesn't say anywhere if it's going to be a sweet or a dry cider, so I'll find out when I taste it. And the price, like most other low alcohol ciders out there, it comes in at 99p. So once again, pretty cheap, but will the price match the taste? Well, with most other low alcohol ciders, it's going for a pretty basic design on the front of the bottle there, so there's actually not a lot to differentiate it between the Tesco's one. It's got kind of the same colour scheme to it and everything, but it does have a big old apple silhouette on the front, so at least you know it's definitely a cider. Let's take a look. Morrisons' low alcohol cider, a light in bold letters and fruity flavour, made with English apples, best served chilled. Made in Herefordshire. Now, one difference between this and the Tesco low alcohol one is that it's a whole 0.5% stronger, as you can see on the top there, and kind of on the bottom there as well. So, man, I am going to go and get wasted today. Let's see what it says on the back. Oh, it has an ingredients list like the Tesco's one. Do you know that's really strange how the low alcohol ciders have ingredients listed on them, and yet most of the normal strength ciders don't. Bit bizarre. Anyway, ingredients: water, low alcohol cider, apple juice, granulated sugar, malic acid, carbon dioxide and preservative, which is obviously sulfites. So obviously not a real cider we have here, seeing as it contains both apple juice and granulated sugar, so it's probably going to taste quite artificial. Not really much else on the back there. It's just got the usual typical bump that you get on the back of most other cider bottles. So, well, nothing left to do but to get this old bottle open. So, there we go. Right, no carbonation. Oh, actually, very light carbonation. So, let's go and get a whiff. Strangely enough, that actually does smell quite dry. Although you can definitely smell the sugar and apple juice that they've added into this, so it'll actually be interesting to know who produces this, because usually when you get ciders like this, they usually are done by, well, most of the others that I've had have been from like Thatcher's or Weston's, but from the looks of it, it's actually made by Morrisons, so a bit strange. Yeah, it's kind of surprising, that smell. I was expecting it to smell a lot sweeter, but you can actually smell some dryness, but you can still smell it's quite artificial. So let's go and pour this one in the glass. Obviously there's going to be no sediment or anything like that, so, you know, I'm just going to whack this in. There we go. Right. Let's go and have a look at this then. As you can probably already tell and probably hear as well, there is well, there was quite a bit of hefty carbonation to begin with, but it looks like that's actually kind of dissipated a bit and actually turned out to be quite a lightly carbonated one. I hate to say it, but it kind of looks a bit pissy again. It is very clear. I mean, I can see you guys right through there. You can probably see my face as well. Not that you'd really want to, but there you go. Yeah, very watered down, quite pissy. So, but what do you expect? The main ingredient is water, so, and the fact that it's low alcohol cider, you don't really expect really proper pristine colours, do you? Let's get a whiff in the glass anyway. Yeah, really strange. It actually does smell quite dry. I was expecting to be just overloaded with sugars and sweeteners and juice. I mean, you can still smell them, but they're not the most prevalent smells coming off of this. So, yeah, that actually smells alright for a low alcohol cider, but will it taste any good? Let's see. Cheers guys, and here's to a, well, not a very strong cider. No, it tastes pretty much exactly like I thought it was going to. Very sickly sweet. It is pretty much just juice, sugar, sweeteners, artificial flavours, you know, pretty much what you expected from a low alcohol cider. However, I'm just going to get a second opinion here because there's something there at the end. Or maybe there isn't. No, what I mistook for a slight hint of tannins or something, it was actually just concentrated apple juice. Which, admittedly, this cider pretty much is, because it is just such a low strength that they have to add the flavour in somewhere, and unfortunately it has to be mainly artificial stuff. Surprisingly enough, I can't taste any alcohol or anything of the sort in it. It is pretty much just like having concentrated apple juice. Whereas with the lesser strength Tesco's one, there was actually a very, very, very slight hint of it. So, you know, that's kind of surprising. I was expecting just a little bit of, you know, alcohol taste in this, but I guess I was proven wrong. I don't think I need to say this, guys, but obviously I'm getting the gummy texture at the back of the throat from all the sugar and artificial stuff that's in this. I mean, you know, I can't really fault this sort of cider because, you know, it's setting out to give you a nice tasting drink that you can enjoy with friends, but still, you know, not feel like you're just having a soft drink or something, which you're not with this. And to be honest, for the price that you get it for as well, you actually, you know, you do get your money's worth with this. I mean, 99p, you can't sniff at that. Obviously, you're not going to session this sort of thing because, well, I'm sure you'd go for like a, you know, a Thatcher's or a Weston's in that case, or something else like that. This is just like, you know, if you're driving or something and you just want a couple to just enjoy it with friends. So, you know, to be honest, for what it's setting out to do, it does it okay, in my opinion anyway. Let's go and get a final taste before the final verdict then. Yeah, so really just to sum it up in short, this is slightly alcoholic concentrated apple juice, is the best way that I can describe this one. It wasn't setting out to do anything else, so, you know, I'm not overly surprised by any of this, but, you know, as I've just said, you know, for what it's setting out to do, it does it good. So therefore, I am going to go and give Morrisons low alcohol cider a 5 out of 10. You know, as I've said, you're not going to, you know, buy this to get absolutely wasted on it, so it's pointless to rate it like that. But for a low alcohol cider, it's not too bad actually. So, that was another episode of The Cider Drinker for you guys. I hope you liked it, and I will be back with a, well, slightly stronger and hopefully better tasting cider for you guys next time. But until then, you know, I'm just going to go and enjoy this low alcohol cider courtesy of Morrisons. Because to be honest, I've got work early tomorrow. Joys, eh? Cheers guys, until next time.